said to us, they said liberation first, education later. We never went to school. We went to fight in the trenches, you see. And we are the main ones who made this country to become, to get that democracy. I've got almost 14 years out of life. And you see, I didn't have good qualifications. So that's why I didn't get a job. Yeah, Jacob Zuma, he knows everything and he's the one who will help us. He knows our situation. He's not in the government yet. He's the ANC president. And so when we vote, I think he should be the country's government. We met with him. Put our problem on him. He said, no, he can't help us at the moment until he becomes the country's president. Then he will consider us.
So njengomuntu nami ongomunye wabantu abahlukumezeka ingakho ngithanda ukuthi ngihambe.
Ayiziningi kutsha kwezindlu ukulimala kwabantu. Ayiziningi nje. Sichazeki ngoba ezinye zimpi ukudlwengulwa kwabantwana.
This place is called Matlabi. It's a Sotho name, which is a place of stone. It's where our program starts. We're going to be here for the whole 4 days. And from now we are going to walk up, climb up the mountain until we reach the place.
Now you're going to be experiencing some of the things that now you have never experienced even before. So therefore, this is where it starts. The people that now come here are people that were affected in the violence that took place in the country. Having gone through the process, I felt that now I want to change my life. So if I can be able to change my life, I believe that now I can change other people's lives.
Two of you, are there. Just
you know, I don't want to go back to that during that times, you know, because a lot of things were happening to us, and yeah, so, but I don't want to go there because I don't think it's a good idea for me to go there.
You could hear nature. I mean, when you are here in the mountains, I mean, it's rare for us people to associate ourselves with nature. And this is one a hell of an experience to be close to nature.
The change start from now. Some of them, they never been alone in their life. There's nothing you can do but to encourage them to stay there and face their fears.
Somehow people tend to be congested in a place whereby there's a noise and there's no peace of mind. So now, ever since they've been here, they are now witnessing the environment that is quiet. So I believe that now everybody had to settle down in his mind or her mind. So I believe that now there's something that now they have achieved.
The National Peace Corps Trust began in 1992, and our primary focus has been to look at the consequences of political violence and come up with community solutions.
Everything is perfect.
The ex-combatants in South Africa were never properly integrated. And if you consider the people that came in from exile, plus those that worked within the country, no one really got a fair deal. They were neglected. And from that, a lot of anger built. So tell me about this group that you have today. Do you think any of the people in this process have been involved in crime in the past?
We have one guy who's disabled, who was involved in shooting with the police.
Many have been involved in crime, but it's really been the last resort. They're not rich. You know, they might become involved in, say, a cash and transit operation or ATM bombing or whatever. But they do it out of desperation and they receive very little money from it. People are involved with a liberation movement because they want to help, because they're idealists. And they don't lose that when they come back. They have that same passion, and they want to be part of building a new South Africa. There is a danger of not dealing with the situations with military veterans and ex-combatants because they've been waiting a long time, and they're patient people. They're highly disciplined. They're highly skilled. In fact, within the South African context, the ex-combatants have a skills base that's higher than the average South Africans. Yet 84% of them are unemployed. And I think a lot of it has to do with the trauma that they experience, which prevents them from getting a full-time job, going on with their lives. We realized that regular counseling doesn't work for ex-combatants, that you needed something that brought in other elements, something that incorporated nature. We let nature heal. And when they leave, they feel transformed. They feel renewed. The trauma that they carried for years is in the past. They've left it. They've left it in the bush.
since it's a cleansing, you know, so it's part of celebration, you know, to get into a new life now, all right? So now it's singing if you want to sing, you pray if you want to pray, you know, you cry if you want to cry. You can even just shout. Having witnessed people being killed, being shot at in front of your eyes, you run away, you know, or you attack. You cross over people that are dead. That was terrible. Maybe to get rid of that, we all have to come together to address the past, and then we leave the past, but we learn from it. Then we move forward.
Wow, I feel great. Actually, it seems as if I was talking to God. So.
Everything, I left it, I'm conquered, I feel myself. I feel so very marvelous.
People tend to be maybe having hatred to each other without knowing what is it that drive them to that hatred. But when they are together and sharing their stories, they tend to learn from each other.
I've learned a lot of things here. The facilitators of this place, they're good because they can appreciate each other actually everything that they've done for us.
Let's start with business administration. Any problems which you've encountered so far?
This is really a good time because we have been in the dark for so long.
Yourselves as freedom fighters, you took a decision to take a stand against what you described, that oppressive regime. When you are an empowered person, you feel strong in yourself, don't you? When you're a victim, do you feel strong in yourself?
I feel very weak.
You feel weak?
You feel victimized. You allow yourself to be consumed by anger.
What causes a person to become empowered?
Can be responsible for himself or his family or his own business.
It's a question of discovering yourself.
Yes. You can't change the situation, you can't change the conditions, but you can change yourself.
This is a business simulation, so a lot of things that happen in the business maybe over 2 to 3 years are all going to happen in the next 2 hours. That's it.
Okay. One, okay. Bangla, you have to pay back 300,000 at the end of the game.
No, I'll pass.
You sell product right, receive 300,000 cash.
Yeah.
Now I understand it. Yeah, sure.
In your own mind, in your own heart, decide what it is that you want to get from this workshop.
If you want to win, you have to fly away from the negativity and focus on the positive.
I visualized about being a very successful entrepreneur. So I've just seen ourselves having that fabric, you see, that place. I've seen people working there, and I can see customers coming.
Yes.
That's what I was.
We now going towards the institution where we are being trained how to manufacture coffins and caskets because of the high rate of HIV deaths around the township, around South Africa. We as a group decided that we have to try and have some members of the poor communities to bury their loved ones.
At first, we didn't know anything about coffin manufacturing. We didn't have skills of carpentry. But when we came here at this institution, that's where we were offered skills to train.
It's very important to give a human being a proper burial. We wanted to come with a strong product that will actually give respect to the dead.
This is a casket we have made. It's still not yet finished. We still have to finish it and do upholstery and put the handles. But as you can see, it's quite comfortable. The primary purpose of acquiring these skills is to be self-reliant. We want to run our own business so that we create our own income.
We came up with a range of names, but we felt that Sisonke coffin manufacturing was the ideal name. It is a Zulu name to say we are together. We were in the trenches, side by side, hence today we can work hand in hand, together.
I used to be cross. Now I'm happy, always happy, because I know everything going to be well.
Tombstones are very expensive. That's why we improvised a better method, a cheaper one, so that people can afford, you know. I don't think this one will be that expensive. It will be suitable for the people. Many people, they haven't erected the tombstones of their loved ones, you see. I think we'll make a business from this tombstone.
So here I'm cutting two reinforcement steel so that that cross should be balanced. This one is a fancy type cross, and that's a piping.
Yeah, at the moment we're constructing tombstones for our comrades. That's Bafana and Shadrach. Yeah. We're building tombstones for them in remembrance of them. They suffered a long time sickness.
I was a good guy anyway. Even Bafana, he was also a good guy. You know, he never committed any crime. He was a right guy.
We just actually honoring them on what we are doing for their behavior that they've been with us and in a good way. So each and every individual of us is going to have this. If I die now, they're going to make for me.
This warehouse has been allocated to us as combatants. We intend to start our business from this side. The people who will be operating from this side will be making tombstones. And on the other side, it's coffin manufacturing. So we've got the whole warehouse allocated to us.
We are very, very excited about whatever happened to us because it will make us put something on the table for our families.
This place will be renovated. Specifically, the renovation will be done by us.
In fact, our renovation.
We are going to partition this place like this, and this is where the tombstone business is going to function.
We are waiting for funds. So we are frustrated, but we are patient. We need to have that hope that our plan will materialize.
Jacob Zuma. The measure of a nation is gauged by the way its people honor its freedom fighters. The 52nd National Conference of the African National Congress resolved that the Ministry of Military Veterans Affairs has to be established as a matter of agency. There is a slogan that, as members of Mkhonto we always say, Mazulume into Zama Commander Mazulume.
This is quite exciting because we're focusing in the future. It's a moment of campaigning for national elections, which are coming on the 22nd of April. MK is a major force to reckon with because it has been the army of the ANC. It fully supports Comrade Jacob Zuma.
I think everybody he knows why we have gathered here today. We have soldiers in trenches, already soldiers into the various provinces. They are well deployed in trenches to wait for the next order. No Jacob Zuma, no country. That is our decision.
We don't have any doubts about this government. And Zuma is going to be a president.
During the liberation struggle, he was a very good commander to us. We know he will be a really trusted leader.